folks, welcome to another episode of This Old Mustang. We have another very special guest with us, Chris. Chris, I'm Mark. Chris, as you can see, has one heck of a Mustang back here. This is no joke, and we're going to get the whole story on this Mustang. We may have a little action later on, but first let's find out about this Mustang. Chris, what year is it?
2016 right now.
It's a 2016. Okay, and how long have you owned it for?
That was about a year and some change now.
A year and some change, so you've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
I think you told me earlier you learned to drive stick on this car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My buddy Steve.
What is it like learning how to drive stick with a car that comes stock from the factory with 460 horsepower and 390 foot-pounds of torque?
Scary.
Scary?
Yeah.
Did you master it?
Oh yeah, I master it. We drive this thing all day long. No problem with that.
So you're like Jeff Gordon now.
One step under Jeff Gordon. One step under. Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good color. We interviewed Jim, who had a hard time but still beat the 3.7 liter. Did you watch it?
Yes, sir. I did watch that.
She gave him a hard time, didn't she?
Really good video on that right there.
Yeah. So this is metallic metal, and again, he has the Coyote emblem on there. Did you put that on?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Is that the factory grill?
Nope. Got a completely custom-made grill on there. I didn't like the horse in the middle anymore, so we took her out, put the Coyote badge in there.
And not unlike Jim's car, we got a splitter down here. Now, who manufactures this?
This is liquid vinyl splitter right here.
This one?
Yes, sir.
And did you put that on?
All the put on myself.
And again, he's got these here, which provide extra support for it.
Yeah.
And I'll say the same thing that I said to Jim. You're probably super careful when you pull up to anything.
Super. It's like, like the only blemish you got on it is somebody that's hit my car, but yeah.
Okay, I noticed something different though. I don't think Jim's had these vertical stabilizers on here, did he? Did he, Ann?
No, it was just flat.
That is really cool. It gives it an aerospace look.
Yeah, it completes the look a little bit.
Did you put those on?
All of them, yes, sir.
I approve. That's very cool. Oh well, we got to address this. We got to address the center of attention right here.
Oh, yeah.
Me being a Cervini guy myself, I went with the Ram Air 4.
Yes.
This is a 4.5 inch. 4 inch Cervini cow hood. You got a grill back here too.
Oh yeah.
Ant, loop around and see if you can get in there and see if you can see that grill. Now, having been a long-time Pontiac guy in former life, and always having shaker hood scoops on my Trans Ams, what happens is the wind causes this circular motion right here by the windshield, and it gets sucked in from there. So this is a functional cold air cow hood. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay, come on around this side, Ant. Okay, so those are 19-inch rims?
Yes, sir. 18.
And they're gloss black with a pony in the middle, and that's part of the blackout package.
Yes. Almost black too. Yeah.
Now, typically on the blackout package, your 5.0 emblem is black also.
Yes.
Did you specifically order it to be chrome, or did you change it to be chrome?
I wanted to be chrome. Yeah.
Good, because it really stands out and it breaks it up. Also, if a guy pulls up next to you, there's no mistaking what's under the hood.
Exactly. And those 5 liter. So yeah, that's my Instagram right here. So it's at 5.slow95, and that's the year I was born. So.
Okay. At Stay Strong Antonio?
Yes, sir. It's an event we did a few months ago. A kid got leukemia, but he was really into the car scene, so we brought a car show to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on the Philadelphia, in Philadelphia news for a while ago. We got a nice police escort down to the area. They let us race throughout the highway. We get there, huge car show for him.
Sounds great. Let's go around the back. You still have these side markers red too.
Yeah, and change those shit. The candy red was too bright for me.
It was too bright.
Too bright for me because you're at nighttime. I can find the car at night, but during the day it's just this candy red in your face all the time. So
that looks cool.
Appreciate it.
Chris, you got a big wing on this. Now, was this factory?
No, This whole thing was made
So
custom.
you put this here, and then secondarily you put this on, right?
Yes.
This is actually a SS Camaro
Yes, I know.
piece, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a lot of guys do that. Can I open it up?
Yes, you can.
Are those, Ant, I'm going to ask you a question because you were here when we interviewed Anthony,
Yeah.
and you still have the footage we've been sitting on. Are those the same ones he had in his car?
I think he had them purple, but they
His were white.
look the
His
same.
were white.
Oh, they look the same lattice pattern, so they might be the same
So
company.
I should know. Where did you get those?
I really forgot the name of the website I bought it for.
Can you find out?
I definitely can. I can find out.
I need those for my old Mustang. They are gorgeous. Look at that pleated look, and it's got the Mustang logo on it. They almost look like they're factory, and they are classy looking. What do you think, Ant?
No, I love them. I do love them. I like the seatbelt cover. It's cool.
It's like Rich's EcoBoost, except this actually has a giant motor in it. Hey, that EcoBoost was fast. Did you see that video?
I did.
He gave me a hard time. This is a gorgeous car, man.
Thank
You gonna keep it for a while?
Oh, she's staying with me until the wheel
That's an
falls.
aftermarket steering wheel too, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's carbon fiber.
Yes, sir. So ladies.
Now I could have sworn, I know you know who Stang Mode is, right?
Yes.
I saw him driving his the Hulk. It looked like he had a digital display in the top of his steering wheel.
Yeah, so that's an option you can get for that. I didn't want that for this one right here. I felt like it was just too much lights going on there. For
What
me.
was it showing? What does it show you?
Shows you when you need to shift. Like, so it's basically, you get your hot RPMs up. Once you get it like 6,000, 7,000 turns red, it's like, hey, shift now.
Can I get that for the old Mustang?
You can. They sell for all of them.
Will that work? Or how much electrical do you think's involved?
Not much. A harness too. Not much.
Maybe I'll have to contact Stang Mode on the down low and ask him. Let's pop the hood and take a look at what's under there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we miss anything, Ant?
No. It's not.
It's definitely hot.
Ah, no ugly engine cover.
Yeah, we took that thing out. Trying to get it clean, but we took that
Way
thing
to go.
out.
Way to go, because this looks 100 times better.
We took that thing out.
This thing looks like a big block. It's so wide because I'll tell you why. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But it's so wide because, as I understand it, the bore and stroke are on a perfectly 90-degree angle. That takes pressure off the rod bearings because there's not as much inertia. If you had a more narrower big block and it's going like this, you're going to have more wear on your rod bearing. I think this thing's really engineered. Plus the heads are gigantic because, once again, we've got dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder and a real nice looking tubular intake manifold. Strut bar stock?
Yes.
Okay.
She's gonna go when the blower comes, but she looks nice for now.
Now this is your aftermarket intake.
Yes.
That's a little hot right there.
Very hot.
Where's it pulling the cold air from? I can see the ground right through it.
So yeah, right through here. She's going right through here. All go right.
Are you sure that's colder than the stock air intake?
Yes. Yes.
That motor looks like that's bigger than, you know what? That's as big physically as a big block Chevy, a 454.
Yeah.
That's a big engine. Now you've only got, and I don't want to say only, but you've got 302 cubic inches of displacement, 5.0 liters, but it's got does this have direct fuel injection?
Yes.
Okay, it's got direct fuel injection, 4 valves per cylinder, dual overhead cams, and that's why we're pushing 500 horsepower in this.
She's definitely getting there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hell of a Mustang. Have you been in any street races with it?
Time to time, usually I get a lot of 392s that like to race.
A lot of what?
392s, a lot of those Chargers.
Oh, and how do you do against a normally aspirated 392?
Walk them a little bit.
Walk 'em?
Walk them, yeah. Easy good walk.
Hellcat would be different.
No, yeah, Hellcat, they got that one right there. Like I said, I got a buddy's got a Hellcat. I told him, let me get my blower on. We'll go ahead and line
Put
it
a
back
blower
up.
on it, you got him.
We'll go line it up again.
Okay, guys, let me just sign off for a second, Ant. I'm gonna check my phone to see if Johnny's at Casper's. Welcome to part 2 of This Old Mustang, same episode. We have another car we're gonna highlight here. The owner would prefer to remain off camera, but I can handle it from here. This is a little different than that. This is a 2012 S197 Coyote 5.0 liter, 6-speed manual transmission, live axle rear Mustang. I think the stock horsepower rating on this is 416 horsepower with probably about 390 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere around 3,200 RPMs. I can tell you this, I just drove that old Mustang, which is a bolted-on 3-valve, all the way back from where we met him, and just 2 seconds in this car and I can feel the difference. So there's a big difference between a Coyote and even a fully bolted-on 4.6. But let's take a look. One of the first things that impresses me and makes me very fond of the S197, and especially this year, which is the 2012, is this front end. It's not a far cry from my front end. That's Mustang. I don't think anybody would deny the fact that that is as true to the original shape of what one would expect from a Mustang as if it were a 69 Mach 1. Same thing as the old S197 over there. Nothing, not to take anything away from Rich's state-of-the-art super rocket over there, but this is a little bit more of a throwback. It still has the retro style. While stock, it doesn't have a 4-inch Cervini hood on it. It does have this unmistakably pronounced Cal performance bulge, and not for nothing, but from a driver's perspective, you can see that. So you're well aware that there's something under the hood besides what you feel on the foot pedal. These are the exact rims you would find on a 2012 GT 500. And you can tell the deep dish. You may not be able to tell right off the bat, but look at this sweep into here. This thing goes all, my fingers haven't even reached the edge back here. So the offset is thick, and we're running P2 7540 R19s on this. So we've got some muscle car going on here. Now, I remember when this car was purchased stock, it had a little tiny wing on the back. The owner over there, Johnny, who wishes to remain off camera, replaced it with an actual GT 500 wing. That's the wing you would find on a 2012 GT 500. And I gotta say, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's not overstated. It's not understated. It looks terrific. The tail lights are all stock. Wait a minute, come on back this way. This really struck me over here. Zoom in on this bad boy. Could you possibly find a bigger stock emblem that says GT so that the guy behind you is fully aware of what's in front of him? There was a lot of criticism from 2012 to 2013 because you have this flat gray plastic, and it's over here too, fairing along the bottom. Personally, I like it. This has a typical 2011 through 2014 S197 interior. I have to say, I just drove this car over here and it smells like a brand new car inside. Hey Johnny, how many miles are on this?
I think around 38,000.
38,000. That's why it still smells like a brand new car inside. The interior's tighter, cleaner, more ergonomically correct than the old rumble wagon over there.
The exact same interior.
It's not the exact same interior. At least I got 183,000 miles on the chassis. I replaced everything, but it's still not tight like this. All right, let's take a look at what's under the hood. I think it's something we've already seen many times already.
There's only one mod and it's not a performance mod.
There it is. Not for nothing, Rich, but that sucker's as wide as yours.
Yeah. Can you notice the one mod?
The one mod?
Has to do with the hood. You notice you don't have a prop rod?
Oh, okay. You took the prop rod out and you put the hydraulics on there. That's very nice. That's a 32 valve Coyote motor. It looks a lot like his motor. The only difference is you don't have direct fuel injection, do you?
What year is this?
2016.
So mine does the difference
This is the
between
Gen 2.
the Gen 1 and the Gen 2. This one has the oil pump or something. What's that thing called? Oil squirters?
I don't know.
It's an oil squirter. It's fuel injected, but it's got some kind of thing called it's like oil squirter was the difference or something.
I'll say you this, the same thing I said about Anthony's motor. That thing's gigantic. It looks like a big block Chevy 454, but it's only got 5.0 liter displacement. And again, that's because you have dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder, which is what creates way over 400 horsepower.
The difference in displacement is
Here,
less.
shoot him.
What?
It's less than this between this car and that car. That's the difference in displacement.
Yes, and yet this car...
Probably like that much, with that much soda still left in there.
Yes, but this car would destroy that car, and that car runs pretty good.
I don't know about that. I think it'd be pretty even.
Johnny, I could just feel it driving in around in a circle. It's not even the same. But then again, you got in my car and you said the same thing. But no, there's just no comparison.
I think it's all a matter of traction, hitting
Well.
the gears at the right spot.
And
I mean,
again,
with the
your
manual,
your
you're not
shock,
gonna-
Johnny,
you're
your
not gonna
shock
have
brace is
shit.
stock also?
What, that brace?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on my 2014 too. But it didn't say GT.
Well, not for nothing, but that little 3.7 doesn't need a shock brace.
It had one.
Well, it may have had one. Now, what is this? And you've been bragging about this. Cold air induction? That looks like a stock intake to me.
It says cold air on it.
You know what cold air induction looks like.
That's ice cold air induction straight from the factory.
Now, it doesn't
Got
say
a clean air filter in it.
It doesn't say ice cold, it says cold air induction. That's cold air induction. Not that it would make a difference, you'd still blow my doors off. Okay, here's what it boils down to. We got a Gen 2 over here, 2016 GT, 435 horsepower stock. Long tube headers? What's going on?
Long tube headers, boiler cat back.
Boiler, catbacks, 6-speed manual,
6-speed manual.
short throw shifter, cold air intake.
Cold air intake.
This is nothing to fool around with. This is the full Monty. However, over here, we got a 2012 GT, which is a Gen 1. That's 416 horsepower with Johnny, X-pipe, GT 500 mufflers, a 6-speed manual with a Barton short throw shifter. And this S197, who's going to be driving it? You or me, Johnny? You're not driving it. Swing over there, Ant. Are you sure about that, Johnny? Because I'm accustomed to driving a full bolt-on 4.6. While it runs good, it's not a Coyote. So this is your last chance. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Are you driving this or am I? All right, you're going to win, Rich, because I'm taking it easy. I'm not accustomed to the power band or the envelope of this car. Let's go up to the top of War Road and see what happens. Thank you enough for coming out. This has been a hell of an afternoon. Johnny, it's been a hell of an afternoon. Well, we got to take you back to Medford. All right, let's go.
Hey man, you enjoy your day, man. Y'all enjoy your day.
Yeah.
I'll put you on the email.
Chris.
And
I'll take some email.
there's more opponents for you.
Yeah, let's get